Surprise! 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 Arriving into Nukk, as per the request of someone. But you know what? Okay, it is a good idea because it's only my second time arriving into Nukk. I did verify the scenery just right before this flight. We are actually like almost at top of descent. Only about another 20 miles. Let's go ahead and quickly put in our arrival information. We're setting up for vectors ILS runway 22 the Zulu approach. Wind 210 degrees 11. It'll be a very, very short stream, by the way. Well, what do you mean? 210. Oh, that's your show. It's an H1013. So nice to be in hectopascals again. Temperature 06. What's the bar for this approach? The baro is... I'm going to go with 1280. And of course, it'll be config 3. Earn the A319, of course. Because the A319 is probably the easiest to get out in and out of places. So... Wow. It actually doesn't look that bad at Nukk today. It actually doesn't look that bad. And you know what? We'll stream going to Keflavik as well. Yeah, we'll stream going to Keflavik as well. Because that's the next leg. It's actually looking pretty decent at Nukk today. 210 at 11. Visibility is actually pretty not bad, actually. Just a few clouds. So, once again, it's not... It seems like it should be a pretty smooth arrival into Nukk. And, of course, we have daylight, so we're not doing it at night, which... MSFS has gotten very, very hard to seed runways at night. It's become very, very hard. Especially at these smaller airports. Yeah, I've been to Nukk when it's been bad. The one and only other time I've been here. On the Euro. Holy shit! It's literally been a year since I was last year. Holy shit! Just realized that. All right, descend now. Flight level 200 initially. I'm going to push my thing back over into hectopascals for the final time. So overall, on this long arch tour, I only have a few more legs, to be honest. And they're gonna be kind of annoying legs because they're all pretty short. Yeah, they're all pretty short after Keflavik. Knocked off Gander. Knocking off. So after this flight, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 legs left. Let me just verify. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 10, and that includes going to Keflavik. You got Vagar coming up after Keflavik, which I'll wait until tomorrow night to do. Then you got Bergen, Billund, Innsbruck, Sion, Gibraltar, Toulouse, Düsseldorf, and Heathrow, and then that's it. And somehow I've done the whole thing without losing my little bit of paper here. I've done the entire thing on this single bit of paper that I printed off. Oh my gosh, I got about 2 months ago now. Grumpy, I got a question. Have you flown the 321 CFM recently? I'm curious to know if anyone else has had like really weird issues with the taxi on it. 'Cause I've been having a lot of issues with taxiing in the 321. CFM. The only one that my livery's made for. Out of the Phoenixes. I have to push up that power all the way. It's kind of annoying. And hopefully we still make a profit here. Because, okay, I was going to take the 777 into Nukk. Because supposedly it can handle it. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if we're gonna make a profit on this one. I had a slight penalty on the previous flight. Was overweight by a whopping 31 kilos. Whoopsies. That was my bad. That was my bad for not checking it. This time, though. We'll double check it now. $319, 625. What's the gross weight? Oh, we're fine. 64. The thing, the tape failed on the bottom of my monitor. Don't think I'm gonna bother to fix it. All right. How long till going? We are 7 miles to go. Then at Goman, we'll go ahead and do radar vectors. What altitude are we intercepting at? So if I remember correctly, the last time I was at Nukk, the weather was absolutely insane, and it was late at night. You have 319 wheel speed all the way down if you let it. So, yeah. The first time using the 319 since SU6, which so far SU6 has been really good. Knock on wood, anyway. Right. What altitude are you intercepting at? 3,500. That's not bad. Then the minimums are. Oh wait, that's ILS X-ray. I set up for ILS Zulu. It's still quite high. 1,200. Out of all the buses, I actually like the 319 the most. At least from a flying perspective. It's easy, and you can get it in and out of basically anywhere. It's a nice one to fly. Didn't you also have the same issues with the Tullus A343? Yeah, I'm gonna try to fly with him tomorrow. I actually get Tuesday and Wednesday off this week, so I'll try to fly him. I'll try to fly with him this week, depending on where he goes. I'm bored of being slow. Good 320 knots. Yeah, he needs to. He needs to. He clear the scenery indexes. It'll make your sims stutter for half an hour. But clear the scenery indexes. Clear the caches. That's the critical one. The scenery indexes you probably get away with. The caches though you absolutely need to do. And then also update everything. Give Windows a good update. If you have any GSX updates, do run those. PNG has been releasing a fair amount of updates recently. Update all your aircrafts because, of course, each update is different. Um, and then update your rolling cache as well. So I don't know why he doesn't do it, but it took me this time all of about 20 minutes to do. In the USA, I have AC. Won't have AC for long. Probably not anyway, but you can get a little aircon unit for not super expensive. Speaking of, we've actually had some really nice weather recently. I mean, nice stormy weather, but it hasn't been too terribly hot here over the past few weeks. It's been very humid though, but it's been very humid, but the temperature's actually not been stupid. Yeah, and of course the one day that my exam is for, we end up deciding to go without live weather because the weather's shit. The one day that my exam is. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 39 Lima, descending now to level 150. Nukk traffic. Because of course it rains, and of course there's thunderstorm buildup the day of my exam. Right in the area that I'm going to fly in as well. Oh yeah. I gotta be honest though, I don't actually get super thrilled about these sunrises because whenever I do Baltimore Heathrow, it's like I kind of already get them. But it is still nice. Auto right medium for Nukk. Quickly run the performance setters, verify it. Medium will be fine. Config 3. Oh yeah. Medium is fine. I did install the freeware scenery and I did verify it before I went on this route. So scenery is good with the singular runway because MSFS is broken. By default, it's broken anyway. Because by default, it has the two like mini runways, the way it used to be. No, good radar vectors now. Okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. We can take off the descent slightly. Depending on how much, depending on how many passengers in this guy gives me, I might do the next leg in the triple. Because it'll be a little faster. I actually haven't done an ILS approach since SU6 dropped, so I don't have any opinion on that. But I was watching A330 driver's video on it, and he was much happier with it as well. Um, it's finally good that they have done that. You know, I got FS Realistic last week using London controller's profile. Um, so I think between I think once you get FS Realistic, let's descend further now, flight level 100. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 39 Lima descending now, flight level 100. Nukk. Once you get FS Realistic, once you get FS Realistic, once you get a few good aircrafts, once you get GSX, I actually think that MSFS becomes on par with X-Plane from every standpoint. I mean, the ground handling is not as good, but at that point in time, who cares? I mean, you get those nice realistic effects that come with X-Plane, which is half the reason I use X-Plane once every 3 months. So, I mean, outside that, it's like, what more do you want? Let's see if we can try to see it. I don't think I'll be able to. Going into some nice clouds. The other thing with SU6 is I actually think that it's done wonder. I actually think that there's been some performance increase as well. Right now it's not exactly a good example of that. That's because auto FPS set to VFR. That's why. Let's see. IFR. Yeah, SU6 has been so far not bad. Yeah, there you go. Now I can actually see the difference. So I actually think it's knocked off on average about 1 or 2 milliseconds on the CPU time, at least for myself, when auto FPS is configured for IFR flight, which is really nice to see. I mean, 1 or 2 milliseconds, you might not think that's much, but you know, it's something, and you can notice it. Send now altitude 3,500 feet. Then QNH 1013. Speed now 220. Then, because of this, there we go. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 39 Lima descending now, altitude 3,500 feet, downwind now, runway 22. Expecting ILS approach, Nukk traffic. Thank you. I'm very well aware we've exceeded the speed limit. going to extend our downwind an extra few miles. I'm gonna make an initial turn, then if we need to, we can turn back out. Just want to avoid this train right here for a minute. And this is the danger of Nukk. We'll just head 360 for now. And then we'll turn back and over. Mucked up on this. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 39 Lima is going to just go out on a 360 heading for an extra few miles just to descend in some altitude and get our speed under control before commencing a turn for final Nukk traffic. I just love this because I can't see a damn thing. Welcome aboard, Shallow Assassin. I'm gonna assassinate a runway here at Nukk in a moment. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I just couldn't. Alright. Gear down. Go flaps 1, approach. Field approach. Speed now 200 knots. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 39 Lima, turning final now. ILS approach runway 22. Got 16 miles to run. Nukk traffic. I'm not doing it that badly. How about yourself, mate? Not doing too badly. Speed now 180. I am expecting it to be lower, slightly lower than usual visibility. Or slightly lower than what I'm used to visibility. For Nukk, I can imagine this is probably average. Oh, auto medium. There's no diverting in the event of a go around. If there is a go around, we crash. Oh, okay. Oh, we come back around for another approach, but then after that we declare an emergency and just kind of crash. Because there's no diversion. There's no diverting here, especially with only 5 tons of fuel. Flaps 2 now. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 39 Lima. Local launch established now, runway 22. 10 miles to run. Nukk traffic. And I know it's 10 miles to run just by looking on the McDo here. verify the METAR real quickly. QNH wind 013, wind now 190 degrees, 08 knots. Speed now 170. One nine zero at 8. I'm so used to flying with the yoke right now. So I've been doing VFR stuff the past few days. And VFR stuff is always done with the yoke. And the yoke and then hands on the throttle as well. Because with VFR. I actually tend to disagree with that. This Moses stick is far superior than this TCI yoke from Thrustmaster. But I have a feeling that if I were to get the yoke from Wind Control at some point, then I have a feeling that my opinion might change. Field and sight, we'll be fine. We will be fine. You know what? This is a good opportunity for a screenshot right here. Okay, when Nukk is on a good day, it is almost as beautiful as Ushair. Reduce now final approach speed. Ground spoilers armed. Landing checklist complete. Final call, partial landing, Nukk traffic, just make 39 Lima, 3.5 miles an hour runway 22. Nukk traffic. I feel like we're a little high, but ILS is saying we're fine. Okay, well, it is a steeper. It is a 3.2 degree glide slope, so. Alright. Continue. My controls.
Approaching 2.
Noted. Kind of dive down and float it a little bit. This ILS is off, I can tell. Might be a little bit more on than I thought it would be. That was hard. It wasn't that bad.
Meters remaining.
Just gonna step on the brake so we can make this turn off point. Flaps away. No, not at all. And I mean, this guy would probably think it was pretty good. Flaps that off. This is off. just take this easy stand right here. And sorry, Tug, but you're in the way. And brake fan on, because I'm going to try to get out of here as fast as possible. Gonna just quickly see if whatchamacallit will give me any cargo, or will give me any more passengers than 0. All right, look lights are off, flight director's off. In the event that we do decide to do this flight again, let's wait for this APU to become available. I ran into the issue earlier where it wouldn't necessarily show up on here. The APU is on. Not well. There we go. Wait a second, those engines spool down. Beacons off. Close flight. What is the damage? It was a nice 10. Now, unfortunately, still made a loss though because news didn't give me any passengers. Didn't give me anything actually, which, in fairness, gander to Nukk. Yeah, not exactly a very advertising flight. All right, how many passengers will it give me if I were to take a triple? Which I am 100% certain I can get out of here. Oh, it'll actually give me something. It will actually give me something. I'll do that then. I would do that then. Because the 777 rules the world. Purchase time. I'll need an extra 5 minutes beyond that. Make it 8 too, though. Alright. If Nukk can accommodate A330 Neos, then it can sure as hell accommodate 777-200. There we go, take my livery. Yes.
This parking is isolated. Ground services are not available.
What do you mean ground services are not available? GSX? What do you mean ground services are not available? New flight. Charlie Hotel Sierra 72 Sierra. Bravo Golf Golf Hotel. 777-200. Mike Juliet. Okay, why is it? It's not the first time this has happened to me. Just loving how the sim fails twice in a row to not load in the aircraft. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. We'll be absolutely fine in the triple. Just gotta swap out the Moby Flight profile, and then we'll be good. Run. There we go.
This parking is isolated. Ground services are not available.
Shut up, GSX. Though, if ground services are not available, then I might have to do a bit of a cheeky turn here. Alright, external power on, batteries on. Let's get airborne in the aircraft that rules the world. Because this thing you can get in and out of basically anywhere. Request data from SimBrief. Alright. Yeah, we'll be beyond fine in the 777-200. I mean, the 777-200, I mean, you can... I've gotten it out of Vietnam on a... Actually, not out of Vietnam. Out of Fiji on a 4-hour... Sorry, on a 6-hour flight in 4,000 feet. A runway. And it did just fine. It actually did absolutely brilliant. Now that I think about it. I'm just kind of sick of the Phoenix right now. Alright, let's go and set this thing up, shall we? Interiors are on, right? Good. So we'll be ready to go in literally 5 minutes. Now, I'm going so damn fast. the GPS hasn't had a chance to get on. There we go. Route request. Some brief set payload, set fuel, select route. To Sierra.
Runway awareness. Okay.
Meters.
Load. You get 8 minutes to line on this one. Damn. We'll be ready in 5. Okay, we'll be almost ready in 5. Oh yeah, we are a little farther north, which would explain the egg center time to get the stuff on. Activate route. Performance and net. Accept. 0 fuel weight automatic. Give it to us. Thrust limitation. Let's see here. Take up performance. That's flaps 5, takeoff 2, and saying will be fine with 91 feet of margin. I'm gonna go. I can go flaps 15. Disable improve climb, yes. Let's go take off 1. Okay, disable and do deteriorated takeoff. Oh yeah, we'll be fine on that front. Yeah. So we took off the assumed temp. Go deteriorated takeoff 2, which is full power minus 20%. Let's see here. Or we could go assumed temp with full engine power. Ooh. Well, actually, it's Nukk. So, yeah, let's go deer to take off 2, and then we have a little extra power if we need it. but the stable assumed temp, go flaps 15, and we'll be up in the air within about 4,000 feet. I think that seems like our best option. And of course, that's running 2-2 for departure. Oh, we have a SID. Almost forgot about SIDs here. Alvo 1 Bravo arrival or departure. From Alvo transition. Yeah, that works. That works. Ivulo 1 Bravo. Right, take off. Let's see here. Thrust limitation. We're going takeoff 2. Flaps 15. Which means that our speeds are going to be 120. Damn, 120 knots to get airborne in 777. That might be a new record. 125. 135. There you go. 1013. And we're actually really pretty much ready now. Motherfucker. I have not reinstalled. Do I think I can make the turn? Yeah, I can make the U-turn. Or we could just power back. Yeah, we'll plan a power back. So we'll start the engines here. We'll plan to power back, which carries its own risks. But shut up. Yeah, we'll plan to power back. Take it very, very slow in the power back. Just because GSX does not want to work for some reason. And yeah. Power back the best we can. And then to be honest, we really don't need to power back that much either. Just until the nose gear kind of goes onto this taxiway here. And then it'll be fine. So. Alright, in that case, gonna go beacons on. Parking brake is set. Let's go ahead and the AP is running good. Remove ground power, remove the chocks. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake. No, never mind. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 7-2, Sierra Heavy. Stand 7. We're going to go ahead and start our engines now because, and then we'll go ahead and power back up the stand because GSX is having a little fit here. Nukk traffic. Definitely need the window heat here. The number 2 first. Press the hydraulics in. You guys get to be with me for a leg on this front. A leg that you guys will not see for again until probably in November at the straight. So I have like 15 episodes. I have 15 I have 15 videos I have to edit before I leave, and I'm still not done. Actually, it'll be closer to 20. Yes, I'm very well aware we're still waiting on IRS to align. Thank you very much. Very, very well aware. And hey, maybe Flay, why are you having a bit of a fit right now? One second. Hey, Cement Pro, what is your issue right now? Is that your issue, Cement Pro? Sorry, my FCU here is like dead. Can restart my website right now. I'm gonna restart my website real quickly so I fix the issue. There we go. Yeah, no, that fixed the issue. There we go. That fixed the issue. And start new sky. Right. Initial climb. Yeah, 10,000 feet works. Actually, it is 11,000 feet. Here's our initial climb. Initial speed is 135. Right, let's get our flaps to full. Flight controls. Full up, full down, full left, full right. Right. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 720 stand 5. Sorry, stand 7. We're gonna go ahead and do our power back now. Just because GSX is having a bit of a fit. No traffic. And that right there is the scary thing about doing power banks. especially with new scout running. And we might need to go a little bit further. We'll just stick it like that for right now. Yes. Right. Deck lights on. When we turn off lights on, it's gonna make the turn. I'm just going to do some asymmetric thrust right now. To pull a very, very illegal move. Because GSX doesn't want to work. Alright, I'm just going to hold here for a moment. Go flaps 15 real quickly. And I do believe we have to back taxi no matter what. Yeah, we will. So we'll back taxi. We'll enter via Bravo, back taxi runway 22. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 72 Sierra is going to actually enter in to the runway via Alpha and back taxi runway 22 traffic. Strobes on.
Approaching 0-4.
Thank you. Talk about sketchy. Hey, the 777 can. If the 777 can get out of Fernando, then it can sure as hell get out of Nukk. Yes?
On runway 04. 1,500 meters remaining.
Thank you. Yep. Well, we're back taxing, so. And then GSX had a bit of a fit, so we had to power back up the stand. Which was kind of scary. Especially since the way I have things set up right now with the triple inch reverse thrust is either none or it's full. So I have to be very, very cautious on it. And this turnaround will be a bit interesting, I think. The good news, though, is that we should have plenty of runway. We're going to be airborne about 4,000 feet, absolute max. Rotate like this. Break RTO. We do have checklists in this thing, but I'm not going to follow them because I'm lazy. Nukk traffic, Chesapeake 72 Sierra, lining up now runway 22. Nukk traffic. We're gonna go slightly into the grass, I think. This is not an airfield that is meant for 777 like this. Just to say it. All the way over as far as possible. Clear. just gonna go some asymmetric thrust here.
Approaching 2-2.
That was actually didn't do too badly there. Not as tight as Fiji.
On runway 2,000 meters remaining.
Turn off the APU. Lights are all on. New sky is checked. Flat 15. 123, 125, 136. Initial climb. Flight level 110. And just very quickly verify the METAR is still. No, it's now 1014. Nukk traffic. Just pick 72 Sierra Heavy. Takeoff now. Runway 22 on a Elvo 1 Bravo departure. Nukk traffic. Oh wait, destroy sling. Destroy sling. There we go. Fix. Actually take off now. Thrust set. Airspeed alive. Eight knots. V1 rotate. Pause rate, gear up. FSGO looks like you're kind of annoying on this front. Have to mess with your settings a little later. And bring flaps into 5. Nukk traffic, just pick 72 Sierra Heavy, now airborne passing an outspeed of 2,600 feet. Climbing now, flight level 410. Nukk traffic. Resting flaps now. So you see, Grumpy, I'm not 100% certain you could have done that in an A350. At least not with de-rated takeoff like that. I mean, the A350, it has some powerful engines, I'll give you that. And it's very, very lightweight. But the 777 has the most powerful engines out of literally any aircraft ever made, aside from maybe some military aircrafts. Alright. Climb now, flight level 410. Once again, the 777 rules the absolute world. 777 is perfect when you have FSJOlistic, when you have chase plane, when you have a decent yoke, and GSX. The 777, especially the 200 variant, is such a versatile aircraft, and it's so fun to fly. It is hard to keep the smile off your face. Next up, Keflavik. Has been in Keflavik at just over an hour. Good, 952 Zulu. That's not bad. Wait, 952 Zulu. Oh, that's a little later than what I initially wanted to the first night. Or it's fine though. That means we'll arrive 10 Zulu-ish. Standard pressure. I can turn the train radar off now. Any directs I can take real quickly? Gonna get wind uplink real quickly. Alright. Oh, Iceland really is beautiful. Sorry, Greenland. Apologies. This is Greenland, right? Yeah, Iceland is Catholic. Yeah, that's Greenland. The big one that Trump wants to take over. Alright. Debug, display FPS. Yeah, I certainly feel as if SU6 might have knocked off a millisecond on the an extra millisecond on the main thread. I mean, I have no concrete proof of that, but I do certainly feel as if that's what it did. So, that's always nice. Very, very slight performance increase. And then tomorrow, probably before David's stream, wherever he goes, probably knock out the Vigal leg. And then it'll literally be 9 legs after. That'll be 2 days in Europe. And then I'm done. So I'll try to get Clark for your key throw ground again. And after this leg, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, really, that means it'll be 2. Yeah, it'll be 2 days in Europe. But okay, maybe I can knock this out by the end of Thursday. That might not be a bad idea. Try to knock the thing out by the end of Thursday. May not be awful. It may not be an awful thing to aim for. And then I get to edit everything after this. In the midst of all that, trying to keep tabs on potential homes. $80 miles to a top climb. Tell me again this thing doesn't rule the world, because it does. Best aircraft ever. Aside from maybe the 747. Best aircraft ever. We can turn the landing lights off now. No need to have those on. We can turn off lights off, taxi lights off, APUs off. Good. It's really good. And then at cruise, we're gonna try for try for 8.5 at cruise, yes. Or we could try for 8.6. Yeah, let's try for 8.6 at cruise, yes. And holy shit, how much fuel did Simbrief give me? How much fuel did Simbrief give me today? Well, it's a massive amount. Let me just verify. Our arrival. So it might have been why it gave me so much extra fuel. Derug for Mike arrival on my 10 ILS Zulu. Diversion airport is going to be, oh wow, I already said it, wow. Okay, well that explains why it gave me so much extra fuel. Because our best suitable diversion is literally Edinburgh. Okay. So that's why it gave me extra fuel. So much extra fuel. Arrival. ILS Zulu runway 10. On a Gruig 4 micro rifle. Venzo. Yeah, Esmond and Keflavik with 19.8 tons of fuel. But I actually need that extra fuel if we need to divert to Edinburgh, because Edinburgh is literally an hour away. Sorry, literally 2 hours away. And then, of course, if we have to divert from Edinburgh, well, then we're fucked. So. That's Eddie for you. I've never had an issue with getting 777 down at Eddie. Yeah. Actually, Eddie, I didn't add Eddie to this tour. Yeah, I didn't actually add Eddie on this tour. It's not too late to change your mind. Yeah, it is. It is, but late to change my mind on Eddie. I like Eddie. It's a nice little airport, but didn't make it on the tour. There were other ones that I'd rather have, including Sion, which, for those who don't know, is in the Swiss Alps. Absolutely stunning approach. Absolutely stunning. It's a bit challenging though. That is a Phoenix. That's an A319 airport. Along with Gibraltar. Then Innsbruck, yeah. It's also another Innsbruck's another A319 airport only. Damn, so we're gonna be in the Phoenix pretty much for the rest of this, I think. Okay, well, Bergen to Billund should be able to do it. That one we should be able to do in triple. Then Toulouse, Dusseldorf, Heathrow, we should be able to do those in triple as well. But yeah, I'm gonna have a phase where it's gonna be only 319 to 321 legs. Good to know. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream off here. Thank you all so much for the very, very short stream. It's only been an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Holy. But anyway, I don't want to spoil too much. All this coming to the channel. This leg in particular will probably come to the channel, probably, if I had to guess, around Christmas. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute blast. And I will see you all in the next one. A321 Gibraltar. Yeah, I got the 319 there just because it's a little easier to take off in. So, anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. I will catch everyone. Probably just stream Tuesday night. I haven't decided yet. We are due for a Heathrow to Baltimore this week. So, all right, I will see everyone later. So long.